Sounding decent at the right price isn't always easy, and well, that's probably why you're here. Or maybe you're just curious about the Tank 1 by Fifine. Maybe that will be the microphone to make you sound pretty decent at a pretty decent price. Is it a budget microphone? Probably not. Is it a pro microphone at 99 bucks, $100? Maybe it is. Fifine has been delivering for the past year with all of their new tech. Stick around and we're going to look at what this particular Tank 1 has to offer to you. Let's dump into it. Before we get started, I want to shout out Fifine for sending me this device and actually sponsoring this particular video. I've already established with Fifine that I will be providing my honest review, let you know what's good, what could use improvement, and they're totally okay with that. All right, here we go. Jumping into the box, sliding it out of its air compressed box here. You get your instructions right off of the rip, right here in your face, techies and gamers. The Fifine Tank 1. Taking off this cool little coffin cover of a box, we got our Tank 1 looking illustrious here in your flying face. You get your converter there from 3/8 to 5/8 inch for a big hole you might have on your boom arm, and you got a very heavy microphone in your flying face. My God, look at the big thickness of what? Stop talking like that. Look at the weight on this thing. This thing has some serious girth to it. Stop again. What are the words gonna use? Yeah, this is a pretty brolic microphone. It's pretty large. What? Stop. This thing is built like a tank. My gosh, look at that magical dynamic body there. Nice mesh caged capsule. You'll see that there is an internal screen filter in there. That's right. So what do you get? You get your microphone, you get your 3/8 inch to 5/8 inch capabilities here on the actual port. This is where things get interesting, and this is where this will surpass the Rode mic. If you look on the back of that bad boy, you're gonna see there are switches there. Flat mode, high pass filter, presence boost. That has the advantage over the pod mic with these particular switches. Let's make a switch to the Tank 1 and see what we're getting for our 99 bucks pod mic. Here we are with the Fifine Tank 1. You hear that? Nice big pickup, and it has a very deep tone to it in this flat mode out of box. Right now we have it on the dual flat. Both switches are set to the flat line, and this is the audio quality. Microphone check 1 2 3 4 5, speaking directly into it like this for a little bit of a proximity sound effect we got going on here. Sounds pretty rich. Obviously these 24-bit microphone, very rich on the low end, right? A lot of body on bass and presence boost with audio in flat mode, and I have the volume very loud. Okay, let's get the gain under control a little bit before we start doing any more further testing, but this is just how loud it is out of box. This is the quality. If I step back a little bit, it's going to pick me up along with a lot of reverb that's going on in my room. So right now I have switched high pass filter on, and this is the quality. It has dropped off some of that low end. Switched it over to low cut as well as presence boost. So we're getting some of that low end cut out again and more vocal tone here. I like it. Sounds good. This is the audio quality. Microphone check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. A lot of richness there in the midtones. I like it. Fantastic. This is your bland presence boost, right? So I just boost up the presence, and I put the other switch that was on low cut to flat mode, and this is the quality. I like this tone right here. So it's not a very bright mic, right? You're not going to get that overly brightness from it, so which is fine unless you're trying to sing or something like that. Let's try out some plosives. Here we go. Peter Piper picked a pack of Pepsis, popped them, poured them into a pitcher profusely. Wow, you can almost hear like the windscreen doing magic when you blow a pea into it. Pretty nice for not having a windscreen on top of it. That interior windscreen is doing its magic. Sibilance. Caesar ate a salad with a seashore. What? Caesar ate a salad by the seashore with Susan in a sauna. Ooh, yeah, I can hear that ringing bells. But if I go off to the side, Caesar ate a salad with seashores. What? I said it wrong again. Caesar ate a salad by the seashore with Susan in a sauna. A little bit better there. Okay, so sibilance, plosives, pretty beastly on the plosives mitigation especially. Let's try a little bit of noise suppression with this microphone to see what it sounds like without all of this ambient noise going on. All right, 3, 2, 1. Nice and quiet in my room, and this is the audio quality with a bit of noise suppression in your flying face. You have to get used to like the switches on the back of it, because I keep having to look back there because I don't know the top or bottom switch which one is, and it depends on which way you orient your microphone. This is flat mode with some noise suppression. Microphone check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Very flat EQ, right? Not a lot of high end, not too much low end. The mid range is pretty rich though. It's definitely there. Now if I switch the bottom one on, testing 1 2, that sounds like a presence boost. Yes, because I can hear my voice pick up a little bit more in that mid range. And if I switch the top on, that is a low cut. So right now we have presence boost with low cut on. And I think this profile right here sounds pretty freaking good. Now I forget which switch is which again. Turn that top one on. Okay. And this is just total presence boost, and you get a lot of bass in your face. So who is this microphone for at the end of the day? It is for anyone out there who are engaged in any kind of content creation that requires vocal presence or a nice vocal tone, a lot of talking, podcasting, probably even voiceovers once you dial in your EQ properly, because, well, as a 24-bit microphone, you're going to get a lot of playground, so you can definitely do a lot of post-production editing with your audio. I think in all of the modes, it sounds pretty good, but my favorite mode is with presence boost and a little bit of low cut, and you get a nice vocal tone like this. Plosives mitigation. This thing is a plosives mitigating monster, so don't worry about your plosives distorting your audio. When you're using plosives, Sibilance is doing a pretty good job right now. Even at this proximity, Sibilance is under control, and I am pretty close to the microphone, maybe a little more than just an inch away. So don't worry about just worry about your briefing. It is an all XLR microphone, so be sure that you get yourself a decent quality mixer. Get yourself something simple like the Fifine SC3 if you don't want to break the bank after having spent $99 on this microphone, which I think for a $99 microphone, it is definitely pro quality build. Just talk about some of the pros. It's definitely built like a tank. Throw it out the window, you're going to destroy somebody's car, and this thing won't break. Maybe the knobs because they're plastic, but that's about it. Durable microphone that's going to last you for some time, unless the inner circuitry is just defective out of the manufacturer. Then that's a whole different issue. Get your warranty, get it returned, get it replaced. Not a lot of high end, but that's okay, because that vocal tone and richness in the midtones and low end, it's there, and it sounds pretty fantastic. It's great if you're just plugging into your mixer and you're gaming and you just plug your mixer into your console, your PC. You're going to get some good audio straight out of box. Yes, and there is no EQ software. There's no USB capabilities. So the great thing about that is you do have these switches on the back. It's weird that they put it in 2 switches. They could probably made a knob or something like that. I think the 2 switches is a little bit confusing for me, so that could be considered as a con, but the capabilities that the switches give you is definitely a big pro. So a con with a pro, I guess. I don't know. There's no buttons on here. It's all XLR, so this is more on a pro level, right? And if you have an interface and you have an all XLR microphone, this is probably for people who are delving into more professional content creation. The mic doesn't come with an XLR cable out of box or in the box, so you have to go out and get your own XLR cable. And if you care about branding on your microphones, you may not want this. This has a very grayish branding on it, which is good. I'm glad it's not stark white, and the gray kind of matches the actual gray screen right here as well, so it's not too intrusive. If you're interested in this microphone, links are in the description. Get yourself a little bit of a discount with my affiliate link. It helps me to support this channel and to keep going and providing content for you guys out there. And it saves you a little bit of bucks, right? For $100, you get 10% off. One hand washes the other in this world. That's how we keep the planet alive. What?